just cut off my advice? Advice from Batman? That's Batvice.
I did, yes. I'm sorry.
Why would you do that?
Not because you drive me nuts or anything.
You're darn right not. So what's your excuse?
I don't have an excuse. But tell you what, why don't I let you do this whole video to make up for it? I'm going to go do other stuff, and you teach this whole video and give as much bat advice as you'd like.
That sounds good. Except you're still sitting here. Get out of here.
All right, I'm out of here.
I don't believe him for 1 minute, kids. He's probably sitting right outside that door, spying on us. So I'm going to teach it his way. Otherwise, he'll come back in. All right. Which answer choice represents a person burning 90 calories by climbing 18 flights of stairs? So, when you have a question like this, what you want to do is find specific examples. And I mean like specific. So, the numbers we have here are... Oh, let me go get a pen. This guy's so weird. Doesn't have a single black anywhere. I only work in black. And very, very dark gray. And I guess today blue, because that's the blackest marker he's got. All right. I have a 90 here. And an 18 here. That is my specific point. So, over here I look. There's no 90. And there's no 18. So I check the next one. This one's got a 90. But at 90, it's definitely not 18. So we know it's not C. Because remember, kids, C is the worst. Down here, just got a bunch of weird letters. We'll talk about that later. And over here, it's got a 5 and a 1. That doesn't make sense either. So, if you get stuck after trying to get rid of the wrong choices, the next step is to draw. Here's 18 stairs. And by the end, they burned 90 calories. So, if I think of all that together, I'm going to be stuck. Stuck like, I don't know, probably like Clayface or something. So, I come back here. And I say, what if he... Wait, what's that sound? I think he actually left. It sounds like a garage door opening. Oh, this will be great. Okay. Well, if he's not spying on us, we can totally make fun of him. Watch. Watch, I'm going to sound just like he does. Ready?
And then, when you're halfway up the stairs, you cut it in half.
Could you imagine anybody actually sounding like that in real life? What a weirdo.
Which means that after 9 flights of stairs, he would have only burned 45 calories.
It's cracking me up.
But 9 doesn't help us.
It's too much. I don't know if I can do this much longer.
So we're going to take the 9 and we're going to split it into other groups. But
you... All right, let me wait for a minute. You know 9 can't be split in half. Unless you're Batman. And so you want to split it in thirds instead. So he goes 3 stairs, and he burned 15 calories. And then when he gets to 6, there's 15 more. And then 9, that's 45. And so now we look at this one here. Over here, this chart has a 3. So that's good. And over here, he's got 5. Now, unless you're like that big goofy guy
who sounds just like this,
you know that 5 is between 3 and 6. And down here, where it says a person burns 1 calorie climbing 5 flights of stairs, that makes like 0 sense. Because look, how could you burn 15 calories and be on your way to burning 30 calories and only burn 1 calorie. That's just wrong. So we get rid of this one too. D is also the worst. It's not quite as bad as C, but it's pretty bad. Then over here, this one says C equals F plus 5. F must be the flights of stairs, because it says right here, F is the flights of stairs. But if we look over here, that doesn't make any sense. None of these numbers are just 5 away from the other numbers. So, this one can't really be B, because B is always right. This one must be secret hidden A, and this one's wrong. And this one gotta be B, because this one is the right answer. Remember, kids, B stands for Batman, and also the right answer. Okay, here's the next problem. And I'll do my impression again.
A dolphin travels through the water at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. Which representation shows the distance a dolphin can travel at this rate? It's too ridiculous. What a weird voice.
So, remember, kids, we need
specific points.
If we have 25, we need another point. Here's the trick. Sometimes for math, you have to read. This word right here, it says hour. Not hours, hour, which means there's only one. So I put 25 kilometers and 1 hour together. And then I go look on the chart. This one doesn't have 1 hour, but it's got 0 and 2. So I look between, and that makes sense. 1 is halfway between 0 and 2, and 25 is halfway between 0 and 50. So that looks good so far. Down here, 1 kilometer is 25 hours. That's the exact opposite of what I have. I have 25 kilometers, and that's not even on this chart. So this one's definitely wrong. And you can tell it's wrong because it says C, and C is always wrong. Remember, kids, C stands for the worst. Down here, in 5 hours, a dolphin can travel a distance of 135 kilometers. Well, I could cut that up into groups like I did with my stairs. But I think it'd be easier to just multiply this. So I take 1 hour times 5. And I get 5 hours. And that's what I have here. But when I take 25 times 5, I have 125. I didn't have to do the math because I know 25 is like a quarter, and 5 quarters is 125 cents. And so I know this was wrong. Because I'm Batman. Over here, y equals x plus 25. But that's crazy because if x is the time, then this would be 1. And 1 plus 25 does not equal 25, which means this is obviously a lie. This answer is B. And this one, no, it's not even A. This one's so wrong, it's another C. And it's wrong. And the answer is Batman. Now, you've got questions, I'm sure. But remember, kids, it doesn't matter what type of problem it is. If I go from a question to a graph, to a table, to an equation, to another question, all that matters is I pick one specific set of data and check that. If there's ever a trap answer, then you just check a second specific set. And then, if you're having trouble with that, just talk in this goofy voice and you'll feel better. It makes me feel better. Man, sometimes I wish I was as weird as he is. It would be so hilarious. I would laugh myself to sleep every night. All right, clear these out of the way. Which of these does not represent the distance a car travels when going 55 miles per hour? A, D equals 55t, where D represents the distance in miles and T represents the time in hours. Well, if I have 1 hour, then the T is 1. And if I have D, that would be 55. And 55 equals 55 times Wait a minute. I think this might be a trap. Every answer is pretending to be A, even though it's secretly B. Let me fix it. This answer was secretly B. This one really was A. And this one is T. Alright, let me tell you why these were wrong, using my wrong voice. It sounds just like this.
In 3 hours, a car will travel a distance of 160 miles.
It's hilarious. Now, if it goes 55 in 1, I multiply 1 times 3 to get 3 hours. And 55 times 3 is definitely not 160, because 5 times 3 is 15. And I can stop right there. C is always wrong. Always. Down here, 1 hour. That might be 55. I don't know. We'll have to check that. In 2 hours, it would be 110. That might be right too. In 4 hours, it would be 220. Well, that's definitely not right. This time, the line is close to 225. And it's too close. Well, I don't know about this one. But it's a trap though, because it's not D. I mean T. And this one. Wait a minute. These are all right. I warned you kids. Sometimes in math, you have to read. We're looking for the one that does not represent 55 miles per hour. So, I should have gone straight to C, because C is always wrong. But in this case, they want the wrong answer, so that's what you should put on your paper. Anyway, if you have questions about this, you should send a bat signal. Now, here's some more problems. I'm going to do as many as I feel like doing, and then you're going to do the rest to prove that I'm the best teacher there is. And then, oh snap. Where did you come from?
Oh, I just used the distance space stone to magically appear here in the middle of your lesson.
What? You can't do that.
Oh, can't I? It seems like interrupting a lesson is a bad thing that people shouldn't do. Is that what you're telling me?
No, of course not. It's a dumb thing that you shouldn't do, because you're a weirdo.
Oh, yeah? How'd this lesson go without me?
It was great, actually. I taught the kids everything they need to know.
I doubt it. Anyway, Thanos and I are here for a particular purpose.
Who's that guy?
Thanos? You don't know who Thanos is? It's too bad. I'll let him introduce himself.
Feel so desperately that you're right.
Wait, is this going to be like a long speech? Because we don't have time for that.
Oh, you're right. We only have time for something short like, oh, snap.
And with the magic of the Infinity Stones, half of all life disappears.
Oh, please, Batman, be one of the half that disappears. Please, 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 please. What just happened?
Seriously, half of all life disappeared. Thanks a lot, pal.
Oh, goodness. Thanos, can you snap again? This was not what I meant.
Looks like you can't, bro. That's the half of it that disappeared.
This was inevitable. Oh, no. So now I'm stuck with you? I even got the half of you that keeps talking?
Yeah, well, that's what you get for having terrible plans. Anyway, are we going to finish this math or what?
I'm going to need to cry because my plan totally just fell apart.
I'd say half fell apart.
All right. Kids, go ahead and try these on your own. Let me know how you do, and bring me some tissues.